Humans appreciate a wide range of entities aesthetically: painting, sculpture, music, opera, theatre, literature, design and buildings, but also faces, flowers, landscape, food, machineries, habitats and various objects of everyday life. This essay will briefly review work showing that aesthetic processing, that is, the evaluation or production of beauty, ugliness, prettiness, harmony, elegance, shapeliness or charm, is governed by a host of factors such as stimulus symmetry, complexity, novelty, familiarity, artistic style, appeal to social status and individual preferences. Evolutionary psychologists have identified universal, biological aspects of beauty that may be reshaped by cultural and historical influences. Culture differ, however, in what is considered beautiful, and within culture, people differ. Moreover, the degree of agreement between individuals differs from content domains. Therefore, aesthetic processing can be usefully considered from multiple perspectives, including evolutionary, historical, cultural, educational, cognitive, neurobiological, individual and personality, emotional and situational. The Asian culture has a specific perception of what is beautiful, which for Indian women is being thin, having long, thick hair, and being fair-skinned. Difference is seen as shameful, even disgusting. There are creams for Asian that promise to make the skin lighter, and if one goes to Indian beauticians, they offer facials to lighten the skin. This essay hence will look at how culture and society negates a person and influence the perspective of beauty in contextualizing with South Korean society and the obsession with plastic surgery. Looking further on the constructive beauty of society and how it affects the subjective aesthetic approach towards beauty. Plastic surgery in South Korea in general has made headlines over the years. In 2012, The Economics reported that the Asian country emerged as the most cosmetically enhanced population in the world. The report was based on the data from a 2010 survey by the International Society of Aesthetic Plastic Surgeons, which found that while the total number of aesthetic surgical procedures was highest in the US, when adjusted for population size, Korea topped the list. To be fair, some Korean media pointed out that nearly half of those procedures were non-invasive, such as Botox injections. Common cosmetic surgeries include nose job and eyelid surgery. However, as of late, more controversial and risky procedures have been on the rise. One of them was double jaw surgery, which gave women in South Korea a delicate face with a V-shaped jawline and chin. According to the International Society of Aesthetic Plastic Surgeons, South Korea leads the world in terms of per capita plastic surgery. Society reinforced the belief that one can find external solution to internal psychic pain. The modern Korean woman is said to have exchanged maternal and domestic femininity for a slim, well-toned body and beautiful face. And for many Korean women, cosmetic surgery is not only a symbolic practice of coming of age and care for self, but it serves to provide significant gains in education, marriage and career. In an increasing bid to affect Western physical features, an increasing number of South Korean, as well as their counterpart neighborhood in China and Japan, are going under the knife and employing complete plastic surgery packages that are leaving officials perplexed as to the real identity of travelers. Which is to say, plastic surgeons have become so good at the craft, disbelief reigns when it comes to telling before and after pictures of patients. Some say the plastic surgery obsession became apparent when pictures of a group of aspiring beauty queens of Miss Korea posted online caused concern that cosmetic procedure had left all the contestants looking the same. Plastic surgery has become so common in South Korea that eye and nose procedures are known and described as having the basics done. Plastic surgery trend has already become a running joke, with girls laughing about the fact they probably all have the same doctor and teasing each other about not having the eyelids torn apart enough. As reported by the survey conducted on plastic surgery in South Korea, advertisements extolling its cosmetic benefits are everywhere, from street billboards to substation, magazines and popular internet sites. Procedures are normally carried out amongst women aged 19 to 49. Parents also appear to be encouraging their children to have procedure done. Children are being given a plastic surgery as a graduation gift by their parents. It is believed that altering your look will give you more advantages in life. The beauty industry represents the complete opposite of the perception of beauty. It's about making the impossible possible, and that is very seductive because it speaks so directly to the fantasy of reinventing the self. And it also provides solution to the difficulty in coming to terms with aging, and so with death. With the technological imperative of beauty, the aesthetic of the beauty is changed. The ordinary came to be perceived and evaluated as the ugly. Just a decade or so ago, the majority of Koreans receiving plastic surgery were in their 20s and 30s, but that majority appears to be shrinking as more teenagers go under knife. So much so that in 2011, South Korea Ministry of Education issued a booklet to warn high school students about plastic surgery syndrome. It could be mere coincidence that with the incredible rise of K-pop, the plastic surgery age may be trending younger. However, while it's difficult to prove a direct correlation, it's no secret that K-pop stars are recognized not only for the music, but also for the physical appearance. And what's become almost trademark for most K-pop idols are features like double eyelid and high bridge noses, facial features that many East Asians aren't necessarily born with. Even members of Korean boy bands are known to be pretty. The degree of the craze for plastic surgery that many South Koreans are increasingly pursuing to look more like the pop idols and of course Western features, considered the more preferable standard of beauty. As our existential anxieties increase in a world that is perceived as under threat, and where we lacking the holding structure that we could once turn to within our communities to support each other, the body has become a project that creates an illusion that its modification can be a solution to problems that are less tangible and felt to be completely out of control by changing the aesthetic perception of beauty.